The door locked on its own, and in that moment, she realized someone else had been inside the house the whole time. The beach house looked perfect during the day. Golden sunlight. Endless ocean. Soft waves brushing against the shore. It felt like the kind of place where nothing bad could ever happen. But at night, it became something else entirely. Ava stood near the window, staring out into the darkness. The ocean was still there, but now it felt distant. Almost unreal. Like the world outside had disappeared, leaving only the house behind. And the silence. Too quiet. Something feels off. Everyone else had gone out for the night. Or at least, that's what she believed. Ava wasn't in the mood for crowded places or loud music. She wanted peace. Time to think. Time to breathe. But now, sitting alone in the living room, she felt something she couldn't explain. A strange uneasiness. Like she wasn't actually alone. The lights flickered once. She looked up. Probably just a voltage issue, she whispered. But her voice didn't sound convincing. Not even to herself. The first sound. A faint noise echoed through the hallway. A soft click. Ava froze. She turned slowly, staring toward the dark corridor leading to the bedrooms. "Hello?" she called out. No answer. Just silence. Another click. This time, louder. Closer. Her heart began to race. The locked doors. She stood up and walked toward the hallway. Each step felt heavier than the last. The air felt colder. Thicker. She reached the first door and tried the handle. Locked. "That's weird," she murmured. She tried the next one. Also locked. One by one, every single door. Locked. Her breathing grew shallow. They hadn't locked the doors before leaving. She was sure of it. Darkness falls. Suddenly. The lights went out. Complete darkness swallowed the house. Ava gasped, stepping back, her hands trembling. Okay, stay calm," she whispered to herself. But calm wasn't coming. Then. A sound. Right behind her. A breath. Soft. Close. The voice. "You shouldn't be here tonight." The voice was barely above a whisper. But it was real. Too real. Ava spun around. But there was no one there. Only darkness. Only silence. Her pulse pounded in her ears. "Who's there?" she demanded, her voice shaking. No answer. But then. A slow creak. One of the doors unlocking. The pull. Every instinct told her to run. To leave the house. To get out. But something inside her pulled her forward. Toward that sound. Toward the unlocked door. She moved slowly, her hand brushing against the wall as she walked. Step by step. Heartbeat by heartbeat. At the end of the hallway. One door stood slightly open. A thin line of light escaped from inside. The decision. She stopped. Her hand hovered over the door. Her mind screamed at her. Don't open it. But her curiosity was stronger than her fear. She pushed the door open. Slowly. Carefully. The mirror. The room looked empty. Nothing unusual. Just a bed. A chair. A mirror on the wall. Ava stepped inside. Confused. Is this some kind of joke? She whispered. Then. She looked at the mirror. And froze. Because in the reflection. She wasn't alone. Someone was standing behind her. A shadowy figure. Close. Watching her. Smiling. She wasn't alone, and the person in the mirror wasn't supposed to be there. The reflection moves. Ava's body went cold. She couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. Her eyes were locked on the mirror. The figure behind her stood still, smiling. But slowly. It raised its hand. Ava reacted instantly. She spun around. Nothing. The room was empty. Her breath became uneven. No, I saw that. I know I did, she whispered. When she turned back to the mirror. The figure was closer. The truth begins to crack. The lights flickered again. This time, dim and unstable. The reflection wasn't matching her movements anymore. It stood still. Watching her. You came back. The voice echoed again. But this time. It didn't come from behind her. It came from the mirror. Ava stepped back, shaking her head. This isn't real. The hidden memory. Suddenly. A sharp pain hit her head. Memories. Fragments. Flashes of something she couldn't fully see. The same house. The same hallway. A locked door. Someone knocking. Someone begging. And her voice. Whispering from the past. No one needs to know. Ava dropped to her knees. What is this? The dark secret. The mirror flickered. And suddenly. Everything became clear. This wasn't her first time in this house. She had been here before. 1 year ago. Same vacation. Same place. But something had happened. Something she had buried deep inside her mind. The figure in the mirror stepped forward. Now fully visible. It was her. But different. Colder. Darker. You locked the door, the reflection said softly. You left him there. Ava's eyes widened. No. I didn't. But even as she said it. She remembered. What really happened. That night. There was someone else in the house. Someone she wasn't supposed to be alone with. Someone who knew her secret. An argument. Loud. Intense. Dangerous. He had tried to stop her. Tried to expose the truth. And in a moment of fear. Of desperation. She locked him inside the room. Just for a few minutes, she had told herself. But she never came back. The consequence. The reflection smiled again. You didn't mean to leave him. But you did. Ava shook her head violently. No. I would never. But the truth didn't care about what she wanted to believe. The house had kept the memory alive. The locked doors. The whispers. The presence. It wasn't haunted by someone else. It was haunted by her. The final confrontation. The reflection stepped out of the mirror. Into the room. Now standing in front of her. Real. Breathing. Watching. You can't run from this anymore. Ava backed away until she hit the wall. Tears filled her eyes. What do you want from me? The reflection tilted its head. The truth. Acceptance. The house fell silent. No more whispers. No more movement. Just her. And the version of herself she had tried to forget. Slowly. Ava closed her eyes. And said the words she had been avoiding for a year. I remember. The moment she said it. Everything changed. The ending twist. The lights came back on. Bright. Stable. Normal. The reflection was gone. The room was empty. Ava stood there, shaking. But something felt different. Lighter. She walked out into the hallway. All the doors were open now. Unlocked. As she stepped outside. The morning sun began to rise. The ocean looked peaceful again. But just before she left. She glanced back at the house. And for a split second, in the upstairs window, she saw him. Standing there. Watching. Not smiling. Waiting. Some doors don't stay locked forever, and some truths never let you leave.